Hi, it's Mitch from Pickdawgz.com here with your free pick in the Florida State versus Georgia Tech Week 0 college football matchup on Saturday, August 24th, 2024. If you like all the free picks we do at Pickdawgz, you'll love our premium picks, our best bets. You just go to Pickdawgz.com, click on the premium picks tab. I've also got a link directly below this video in the description. Of course, if you make larger bets, $1,000 or more per game, looking for a VIP type premium experience, we offer that as well. You just got to text the number you see on the screen. So certainly not for everyone, meant for people that make big bets. So our regular premium, most popular, I bet my picks every day. Of course, we have the VIP service as well. But let's get to this one. Let's head over to Ireland as the Florida State Seminoles take on Georgia Tech. Of course, Florida State last year ran the table in the regular season and still did not get into the college football playoff. Teams with losses getting in ahead of them. A little bit ironic since, a couple decades ago, it was Florida State that actually was put into the BCS title game to play Oklahoma after losing to Miami, who had finished ironically with the exact same record as Florida State, and Miami, who had lost earlier in the season on the road at Washington. One of those things. Maybe it's karma, maybe it's whatever, but as a college football fan, Florida State deserved to be in there. And, while people can criticize that it was Travis that was injured and all that kind of stuff like that, Florida State is loaded, and we're going to see that once again this season. They're not just a one-player team or a one-quarterback type team. These guys are deep and talented. Very few players on this roster that weren't, one of the top ranked at their position coming out of high school. And this Florida State team, just a little bit different than that. They have guys transferring in from all over the place. DJU is taking over at quarterback. Of course, he played in the ACC before at Clemson. He played, last year he played out west in the Pac-12, and now he transfers back to the ACC at Florida State, and he has a ton of starting experience. He started at Clemson for 2 years, and plus, he started, last year as well. So even though he doesn't have experience at Florida State, he certainly does have a ton of experience. The Florida State backfield is an embarrassment of riches. They have so many talented running backs back there. Florida State also traditionally known for a strong secondary. This is the school that produced Deion Sanders and many, many other NFL players. And this year's secondary, absolutely stacked. This Florida State team is deep and talented. At Georgia Tech, we have a team that certainly made nice strides last year, certainly were a better team than they were the year before, and we expect them to be a better team than they were last year. But the problem that Georgia Tech has, and sometimes it's good and sometimes it's bad, they have a lot of returning starters. Well, generally, that's more experience. But the thing is on the defensive side of the ball, those returning starters are guys that gave up a lot of big plays. You're going up basically against a track team that Florida State has, one of the fastest teams in the entire nation. I would say probably top 5 in team speed in the entire nation, up against a team that gives up a lot of big plays. That is not a good thing. And while this looks to be a very generous point spread, which it is, and of course it's week 0, so you always got to tread a little bit lightly until you see these guys out on the track and see how it goes. But Florida State should be playing with a chip on their shoulder this year, loaded with top-tier athletes against a defense that gives up a lot of big plays. We might see a little bit of a higher scoring game in this one, but I think we're going to see Florida State scoring the bulk of the points. I'm going to take Florida State. I'm going to lay this gigantic number, and that's going to be my free pick. Of course, while you're doing your picks, putting your bets in, use our free betting tools at sportschatplace.com. 100% free, and they'll help put you on the most favorable bets on the board today.